All right, let's just jump right into this. Imagine waking up with a splitting headache, red emergency lights flashing all around you, and realizing you're trapped on the Aeon 9 space station. No slow build-up, no gentle introduction. We are plunging directly into the terrifying reality of Captain Leo. It's a high-stakes, ticking clock scenario where absolutely every single second matters.
The clock is set to exactly 4:20. That is 420 seconds, just 7 minutes. That's literally all the time Captain Leo has before the station's antimatter core explodes. And look, this isn't just a bad day out in space. If this core blows up in orbit, it completely threatens Earth's survival. The debris field would wipe out every single satellite, plunging human civilization into permanent, inescapable darkness.
So as Leo stumbles out of bed, the station's computer echoes this chilling warning. The space station's antimatter core will explode in 7 minutes. There's no snooze button here, and there is no way to escape the blast. Zero room for error. The stakes literally cannot be higher. We're looking at an unrelenting countdown to the end of the world as we know it.
Okay, so we're 60 seconds in. Minute 2. Leo urgently gets on the radio to his chief engineer, Sarah. Now, you'd expect sheer panic, right? You'd expect her to be frantically pushing buttons to stop the core. Instead, what he gets is an eerie, exhausted, completely unpanicked voice. She isn't rushing at all. She just says, "Leo, you're awake." There's no point.
You might be wondering, why on earth is Sarah so calm? Well, it all comes down to the number 99. She drops an absolute bombshell here. They have already tried to stop this core and failed 99 times. She has literally heard Leo say those exact panicked words to her 99 times before.
So, what's actually happening here? They are trapped in a quantum time loop. It's a state where they die in this massive explosion, but then wake up at the exact same 8 a.m. reset point. And honestly, the worst part? Their memories are completely intact. It's the ultimate psychological horror, just experiencing a violent death over and over again without ever being able to break the cycle.
Can you even imagine the crushing weight of Sarah's realization? She tells him, "We cannot break this cycle of death. This is my 100th attempt, Leo." I mean, she has watched the world end and felt herself die 99 times. The heavy emotional toll of carrying all those memories has completely convinced her that they are doomed.
All right, it's minute 3. Suddenly, the past 99 failures flash through Leo's mind in this hazy blur. He realizes that trying to fix the core is a total dead end. I mean, doing the same thing over and over clearly isn't working. So he makes a desperate, radical pivot, a totally new plan. He decides, if we can't stop the explosion, we have to turn on the main thrusters and push the entire station out of Earth's orbit.
So, how do they actually pull off a crazy maneuver like that? It's a seriously harrowing timeline. They have to enter Deck V, bypass the quantum key, and trigger the manual override all before minute 7. But here is the massive catch. The manual override is at the very lowest level of the station. It is a guaranteed one-way trip. Whoever goes down there is absolutely not coming back. And if they fail, that pain just becomes immortalized in the loop.
We're down to 4 minutes left. Leo is fighting his way down to Deck D, and the environment is just absolute hell. The temperature down there is a brutal 200 degrees Celsius. To put that in perspective, water boils at 100, so we're talking double the boiling point of water here. To make matters worse, artificial gravity is completely failing. He's literally floating through the air, dodging chunks of concrete, iron scraps, and open flames from burst pipes.
He finally reaches the main door, but of course, it's jammed. So Leo has to use a heavy iron rod to violently break the hydraulic lock. It's a total brute force situation. He pushes with all his might, but in the process, he tears his heavy thermal suit. Immediately, the life-threatening alarms start blaring in his helmet. Suit status critical. His protection is compromised, but you know what? He just pushes forward.
Minute 5, and Leo hits a massive technological roadblock. The entire station is shaking uncontrollably now. He's at the thruster panel, but it's locked behind thousands of lines of code. It requires a quantum key that takes 10 minutes to generate, but they only have 2 minutes left until the core detonates. I mean, do the math. It just doesn't work. They are completely out of time. Over the radio, Sarah comes back with the devastating final solution: a suicidal override. It's brutally simple, really. Step 1, remove the nuclear battery from his own suit. Step 2, plug it directly into the reactor core socket. Step 3, trigger a massive short circuit to jumpstart the thrusters. But the cost is horrifying. The resulting blast from that short circuit will hit Leo directly in the face.
We are at minute 6.
60 seconds left. Knowing exactly what he has to do, Leo looks out the window at Earth, thinking of his daughter waiting for him down there. With a faint smile, he gives this incredibly heartbreaking final message. Sarah, if this loop breaks, tell my daughter her dad didn't give up until the very end. And if it doesn't break, well, I'll see you in 7 minutes.
This is it, the ultimate sacrifice. He opens his chest panel, he pulls out the beating nuclear battery, and his oxygen instantly starts depleting. His hands are shaking, but he plugs that battery directly into the blazing main socket of the reactor. Suddenly, blue lightning crackles absolutely everywhere. The thrusters violently roar to life, whoosh, and the space station starts pushing rapidly away from Earth's orbit.
Minute 7, the final seconds. 10, 9, 8. The countdown is just agonizing, but the thrusters are working. The space station is hurtling millions of miles away into deep, safe space, completely out of Earth's danger zone.
5, 4, 3. Leo closes his eyes. And then, just a blinding white light fills the entire station. The antimatter core finally explodes. And all that intense action, the blaring alarms, the roaring thrusters, it all just comes to a sudden, absolute, and eerie halt. But then, a sudden gasp for air. Leo wakes up. He's sweating, his heart is pounding out of his chest, but he looks at his hands and he's completely uninjured. He frantically looks at the clock on the wall. It's ticking, but it doesn't say 8 a.m. It says 0801 a.m. He did it. He has finally, miraculously ticked past the dreaded reset minute.
The computer chimes in, and it's not a catastrophic alarm this time. It's just a calm voice. Weather is normal. Contact with Earth established. Have a good day, Captain Leo. The door to his cabin opens, and Sarah is standing right there with tears of absolute joy in her eyes. The endless loop is permanently broken. Leo's quick thinking and ultimate sacrifice gave all of Earth a second chance at life. And outside that window, the first rays of the sun are hitting the Earth, looking more beautiful than ever.
So what's the big takeaway from this explainer? The crucial point is this. Leo had to sacrifice everything and completely change his approach to break his loop. Doing the exact same thing 100 times would have just yielded the exact same explosive result. And I think this leaves us with a really fascinating parallel to our own reality. What destructive cycle in your life requires a completely new approach to break? Think about that for a second. Because remember, sometimes you really just have to stop trying to fix the core and just move the whole station.